Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to the Phantom Fellows. Last time, we discovered a postcard caught up in the branches, and we have read it. Not sure where the address was supposed to go on here. But there is a P for Pendleton. But let's go ahead and talk to other people about this. Also, I'm highly amused that the two pictures in this car are the Mona Lisa and the Starry Night, both of which I'm going to be making out of Lego this week. The week that I'm recording this, I should say. This is probably going to go up the week after. Okay, we have no further need for Pendleton. Exit. Can only you exit. Apparently only you can exit. Let's see, do we have all we need from her? Come on, Oliver. There we go. Postcard. We haven't talked to her about the fountain pen either. Gertrude, has Pendleton ever referred to himself as anything else at all?
No. He guards his personal information as if absolutely anyone cares.
Right, I see.
Anyone. At all.
Okay, fountain pen. Did you happen to notice this pen making its way back into the cup?
I usually allow pens to mind their own business, Mr. Pickleboxer.
Okay. I think we did the stain in the flask already, so... Alright, next up. Postcard. Pendleton, I found your postcard. I just wanted to return it to you.
That's not mine. Why would you think it's mine?
Oh, well, it was signed with the initial P, and it...
What is this podsnappery? Am I the only person whose name begins with a P?
Of course not. However...
Of course not. Now please, it would serve you well to be a bit less deterministic.
Alright. Pendleton, looking at the postcard had me thinking about this photo.
I'm sorry, I am the P in the signature. I'm sorry, am I the P in the signature, or am I the Thurston in the photograph?
Well, perhaps you could tell me.
Perhaps. Or perhaps you could go around the corner, get whatever point you're trying to make together, and try again. What are suspenders?
I heard that. Oliver, perhaps we should further discuss the evidence we have collected, specifically the postcard. Okay. Alright, let's just teleport over here. Help me inspect our evidence. A postcard. I'm not sure what to do with this postcard. Besides imagine it in a shadow box with, like, little mementos from tonight in it. Indeed, well, the message written on it is easy to deny association with, and I believe that is by design. Any ideas on how we can shed some light on what the message might be hiding? Unclear. Maybe put it under a heat lamp and press it for more information. Yuck, there's like weird little grease or oil stains on it too. I don't like the stuff you found. What about this high-maintenance pen? I mean, for real, this thing is like half an hour out from being ready to write anything. I don't even own a squid. Look. Listen. Finley admitted to taking Pendleton's pen. Why? I thought he had money. It seems petty theft is all he really knows, and more so, he is addicted to the rush he gets when taking other people's things. Of the three, Finley is perhaps the worst of them, on paper. However, speaking to him, and speaking to the others, I would lean more towards this being one of the other two's fault. Noted. Why do you think he wanted to get rid of the pen by putting it in the cup? My guess is that Finley was feeling the heat from our presence and questioning. Ah, so you think we got him feeling under pressure? Under pressure. Very cool. Love a good power trip. Okay. Photo? Remember that time we stole and then looked at this photo? Those were good times. Alright, that's not that. Alright. Screwdriver. Nope, alright. Doesn't have anything new. Engelbert's observation. Okay. So, nothing there. Nothing new there, I should say. I feel like we're doing good. Anything you can think of to do right now? I would love to finish dying all the way, but since that is not going to happen, no. Let us carry on. We need 2 evidence items per ghost to get them to spill what they truly know. Okay, yep. Beat it. Scram, see? We got the... What if I do the postcard and the photograph? I believe we have all the pieces to get some truth out of him, but we are perhaps missing something that connects them. Is this going to be the exact same? No. Alright. Okay. That's the same. No. Alright, so we looked at the postcard, and we did learn about some grease or oil on it. That doesn't... It's not triggering anything for me. It's not triggering anything for the game, apparently. Can I use the postcard with the photo? Like, I was hoping to like compare the handwriting. That doesn't seem to be it. Oh, back in one of the earlier things, we had the grease or whatever it was on the wall that showed up under the dark light. Let's take this old postcard, my black light, and add a sprinkle of why not. Huh. Dude. Get out of state. Something... No way. Get out of state. I owe 3K. Russ. Meet in... Kiev and Rus? Meet in Cali? Wait, that can't be right. Unless it's a call to migration for a flock of roes. Let me see it again. I believe Russ is the his and his goons. So Russ's goons are following. Meet in Cali. And now the P is a T. Very sneaky. Alright. There we go. Let's go talk to Pendleton Thurston, whatever his name truly is. And come on, Oliver. Get your butt over here. Okay. Now, photographic postcard. Hold on. Oh. Okay, I did actually have to do that. Oops. It's probably going to teleport us away again. Hold on, let us speak over there in private. What are you thinking? Well, on the postcard, the letter P becomes the letter T. So that's neat. But also, that indicates that T is P, so combine that with this picture of a man who looks like Pendleton, but is labeled as Thurston, and... Sorry, forgot to breathe. And I think we can say for sure that Pendleton is an alias, and his real name is Thurston. I would have to agree. How thoroughly suspect. This all begs a question. Who is the Thurston inside of Pendleton? Or wait, who is the Thurston behind Pendleton? I don't know how to frame this without it sounding adult. Do you think we should call Pendleton Thurston and see what happens? Perhaps strategically, but we will require a plan first. Let us continue with questioning and revisit this soon. Okay, so that's the same thing. Alright. Let's go, try this again. And come on over, Oliver. I do wish there was a move together option. So how did you do it? I cannot imagine you had a jellyfish handy. Jellyfish? Whatever are you talking about this time? The hidden message on the postcard. Well, come now, how did you do it, Thurston? Vitamin B12 mixed with vinegar works the best, however at the cost of a pungent smell. So instead you want tonic water. If you can get your hands on it, specifically the quinine. That provides the bitter taste, does it not? Quite so, Mr. Picklebender, you're a reasonable fellow. Oh, haha, I am more than a reasonable fellow. Ugh. I don't even know, but ugh. Now look, listen. We were hired to shed light on what happened to this train. And while all 3 passengers give reason to suspicions, only one is not who they say they are. I understand how it looks, I do, but please, my alias only serves to protect me, not to harm others. Not intentionally, anyway. No, not intentionally. Nope. 3rd round of questioning is finished. I am ready to talk when you are. I'm ready to be heard. Okay. This is going to teleport us away, probably. Oh, wait. Yep. Let's see. Hope's story. The story for Hope's tour is fleshing out nicely. I guess. I can't believe all those ghosts died. I'd need a good 3-hour performance window myself, but I'm sure she can get it down to 15 minutes. Speaking of, how about we stop the bleeding and decide who is responsible for the train wreck? I refuse to pin this on anyone without a magnifying glass. There's nothing to embiggen, Oliver. No. Come on, give it the ending it deserves. Well... Okay, look. Listen. Nin. I'll remove any ridiculous demands from my rider and make the call. After we go check in with Hope and see if Tara is here yet. Ah, nuts. I forgot about that. I didn't. What's the scoop? So, who did it? Becoming clear. Who do you want to start with? Name all of them, all at once, towards me. Alright, let's actually book it. Okay, but just know if we're leaving the outskirts. I'm going to quickly detach the jumper cables, leave, and then when we're back, I'll reattach the jumper cables and turn the lights back on. All without whatever batting an eye means. That was amusing. Nice call out to the fact that, No, but it doesn't bother or scare me. I always figured ghosts have about as much agency as a house cat. Or a light breeze. Exactly. Paranormal activity always boils down to things are gently falling off tables. I was born gently falling off a table. Oliver, look who's here. Hey, I can't stay because I don't want to, but here's that newspaper. Aww. Thank you so much, Tara. Hey, who wants to do a little storytime sesh? It's cool. I'll just read it myself then. Well, good luck to both of you. Can't wait to hear about it. Bye, Tara. Thanks, hon. Good night, Tara. Thank you. Tara's the best. So... kind of feels like she took the room's energy with her. I mean, she's got a lot of energy. Not sure I remember what our dynamic was like without her here, and I'm panicking. Also, I think I said her name too much trying to show off that I remembered it. You did. Aww. The Elderbury Times. Frightful train wreck kills 4. Kills 4, huh? Faulty watch to blame? Head-on collision in Cherry Hills is shrouded in mystery. 6 minutes between life and death. Let's see here. Words. Old words. Whoa, okay, here we go. Birdwell was honoring retiring conductor James Driftwood by assigning him a conductor-in-chief for the maiden voyage of the NA-1. Prior to departure, Driftwood ceremoniously received a custom one-of-a-kind Walter Railroad-grade pocket watch to commemorate his service. The watch is said to have been a showpiece from the very watchmaker to which railroad-grade regulations are based off of. To say this watch is of exceptional quality is perhaps an understatement. I wonder if that's the one with 17 jewels. Which only furthers the confusion as to how such an experienced conductor with the finest railroad-grade watch available ended up unknowingly off schedule by 6 minutes. One thing that is certain, when Driftwood proceeded into that tunnel, he did not expect to be greeted by the oncoming light of an eastbound train. While authorities seemed set on formulating their own theory, this reporter was taken aside by Driftwood's friend and former apprentice, Mac Haslam. And after inspecting the site, Mr. Haslam has insisted that the incident more likely played out like this. Immediately upon seeing the incoming eastbound train, Driftwood pulls the brake lever and then deploys the sandbox. The train, aided by the steep incline, grinds to a halt. The engine, tender, and first passenger car are parked inside the tunnel. The eastbound train is attempting to stop. Meanwhile, Driftwood has released the brake lever and maintains the engine at full power. As the tunnel continues to drown in smoke, and as indicated by Driftwood's final resting position, it was with his last breaths that he attempts to engage the reversing gear, passing out only inches away from succeeding. Driftwood's final actions weren't in vain, however. He managed to stop his engine and release the brake. So when the hard-braking eastbound train did crash into the NA-1, the impact was so minimal that you could say the two merely bumped into each other. Questions still remain at the time of reporting. Did James Driftwood heroically save dozens of lives, or did he cause himself and 3 others to lose theirs? Authorities are still searching for Driftwood's custom Walter pocket watch, which has not been recovered. There is a sense that the conductor's experience, prior respect, and evident reactions have granted him the benefit of the doubt, at least until his watch is found. So it was Finley, it looks like. It should be mentioned that the eastbound train, carrying only coal and cargo, was operable enough to safely reverse itself out of the tunnel. We await confirmation on the crew's well-being. Finally, an interesting whisper that can be heard around the scene of the incident is that the interior of the passenger car seems disproportionately bestrewed for such a minor impact. We have to wait a few days for more pieces of the puzzle to present themselves, but that doesn't change the fact that what has happened here defines the word tragedy. You actually have a really calm narrative voice. Well, thank you. Thank you. So that's really kind of you, Engelbert. I appreciate that. That was nice. Actually, you know what? We should have a quick word before wrapping this up. Watch this. You think one of these watches was the conductor's watch? Likely. Should compare the two so we can figure out which one, if either, was his. Make the call? Oh, actually, it's probably the one with the 21 jewels and the little fob and everything. I refuse to pin this on anyone without a magnifying glass, etc., etc., etc. Oh. I think I did miss something. Okay, I just feel bad sending them to Ghost Jail or People Hell. Let us head out to the train. What's the scoop? Okay. Thurstleton. Thurston admitted that he penned the hidden message using quinine, and then he confirmed Pendleton as his alias. Now, if Russ's goons did catch up with him, it is fair to consider they might have taken care of all 3 of them, as to leave no witness. Okay, true, but that would make Thurston responsible for their deaths, which is great, but it doesn't give hope what happened to the train. Good point. Okay, say this is the correct theory, and that Pendle Thurston knows he is dead. 1, it would be quite a coincidence if a train breaks down during a murder and they are not related. 2, if he knows he is dead, he knows what happened after his death and can tell us what really happened to the train itself. Okay, yeah, I'll buy that. Here is a gate I have been keeping. The brochure stated only 1 passenger had trauma to the head, and I see no visible injuries. Didn't you say him and Gertbag have hats on? Maybe there's a gross bloated wound that never dried out in there. I'm afraid their hats are not coming off, and I would caution you to think very carefully about any future headwear you adorn. I miss my top hat. Good chance I would have died in it, too. Right. Everyone would think I'm like some stuffy old holiday ghost, but then I'd be all rad and obnoxious. And I'll get a pair of those sunglasses that look like neon window blinds and die in those, too. Oh, then I could do a rap for the intro, because whatever this was in a set... Whatever this is... No. Because whatever this was is a sitcom now, I decided. Camera hard cuts to you. You'll be standing behind me with your arms crossed and held high up on your chest, looking all... Huh. Hold on. Okay, yeah, see. Check it out. He quoted Finley as, he was looking for a seat, and that's when they must have entered the tunnel. I cannot believe you both brought this back to subject and took adequate notes. I thought I made it pretty ham-fistedly clear by now. I do good jottings. I jot hard. Always have. Okay, you are saying that Finley's own recollection ends abruptly and without finality, as if he was suddenly knocked out. If Finley has the head injury, it was either from his own intoxication or from the goons who were after Thurston, before or after killing the other two without evidence of doing so. Or maybe they just killed them in whichever manner fit the circumstance. Go on. Well, I don't know. If the goons knew how on guard he is, maybe the plan was to poison Old Thirsty. Whatever their dubious plan was, maybe they didn't account for Finley walking in on them. And so in walks Finley, right? Oh boy. And he's being just peak Finley, you know? Really hitting that stride, starting to believe that he can be happy one day. And that's when the goons, thinking goonily, quickly scan the room for something blunt, like the souvenir bust I'm taking home. Then, bam, it's lights out for Porridge Boy. Next, they turn to Gertrude, who appears to be passed out drunk, but they can't be too sure. So they grab a throw pillow and stuff the old bag out in her sleep. My word, man. Then the goons probably kept the throw pillow because, dude, come on. That retro green velvet? I know, and I did not see any lying around the train either. Good looking out, though. Okay, points received. Thurston is on the docket, and you are aware that we need some throw pillows. Gertrude? Yes, Gertrude, the wild card. As events deduce themselves down, it becomes easier to fill any gaps with one most liquored up and least likely to take no for an answer. Especially one who happens to be prone to both ignoring caution and meddling with those in charge. Regardless, I cannot feel good about choosing a wild card for lack of another reason. Oh, she very much could be responsible. I do hope so. Okay, hear me out. She gets all liquored up to see the conductor. Or not, it doesn't matter. She comes back from somewhere, or she never left the couch. Again, doesn't matter. She's drowning her sorrows because she is not happy with herself deep inside, or because the conductor shot her down. Does not matter. And just after that, where it doesn't matter, that it does. She's trying to find the horizon, so she opens the window for air. That's when a crew member cautions her about the tunnel. She slurs, the crew member leaves, probably hurt emotionally. She blacks out, spilling her latest beverage on herself. The tunnel approaches, the window open and the passengers asleep. And the speed in which the smoke consumes the cabin is the opposite of the speed in which the crew rushed to their aid with. And they all died a preventable death. The end. Shockingly reasonable. Okay, then, Gertrude remains a prime suspect. Right, Finley? Finley initially had me by surprise. First he admitted to the thievery, and then explained why he believes he did it. However, as I have thought on it, it makes sense. See, he reminds me a touch of you, and you always tell everyone everything. I overshare when I'm nervous. It does not serve me well. Well, all of this to say, his openness has earned him my trust. What if the me in him is clouding your judgment and he is fibbing on you? Dagnabbit. Ooh. One of my favorite words. What about consarn it? Look, listen. If Finley caused the wreck, and he's like me, he didn't mean to kill everyone and himself. But... okay, fine, he remains on the table. So yeah, I do think that with the stuff from the story about the train being 6 minutes late, that that definitely could indicate that Finley stole the watch, and thus indirectly caused part of the wreck, at least. Hope's story. Can't believe all those ghosts died. I need a good 3-hour performance, etc. Okay. Come on, give it the ending it deserves. Well... okay, look. Listen. Name. Okay, that's just going back to the same thing. Alright. Make the call. This is it, Sport. It is time to make the call. I want to go home and get my thinking cap. You traded it for bubble gum. but I don't even like bubblegum. That is why I advised against it at the time. Oliver, please. Okay, okay, I just feel bad sending them to ghost jail or people hell. Let us head out to the train. Alright. Guess we gotta go back to the train. Oh. Is something gonna happen on the way, I wonder? So I feel like we're close to the end, so I'm just going to go to the end, alright? Meanwhile... Maybe I should have called an episode. Back at the farm. Zoe! I'm not here. Oh, that's the package? Oh, that is their address, okay.
Is that a train whistle? Who sent us old locomotive parts?
I've missed you, hot stuff. Oh no.
Hot stuff? It can't be. Chad? Is that really you?
I did a different voice for him.
It is most excellent to see you again, Dollface. Where are you? How can I hear you? If you're really Chad, prove it. What's the golden ratio?
1.618.
Oh, 3. Chad, it is you! Wait here just a second. I need to see how a canine will react to your voice. It'll tell me if the
Zoe, babe, I need your help. It's taking a righteous amount of energy to communicate with you right now, so I need to make this count.
Okay, I'm listening.
I need your help setting something up. Meet me at... I think I see something right here, too. I think we do need to call it an episode. And when we come back next time, see what exactly is going on here. See you then, everyone.